Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fourth installment of Kosovo Kona maika tkata, which
Yes.
it's roughly the translation is like eye for an eye, your mother's pussy. That's how crazy, that's how genius the name is. We're officially sponsoring Alka-Seltzer, the pills you take when you have hangover. They're not sponsoring us; we're sponsoring them. And today, our guest.
How?
Oh, I
Are we
buy a shit.
buying them?
I buy a shit ton of them. Okay, today, ladies and gentlemen, you beautiful individuals with massive dicks and tits, uh, our today's guest is somebody who is incredibly talented when it comes to drawing, writing, etc. The person who can answer the question, is Kosovo part of Serbia?
Uh,
Introduce
oh,
yourself.
hold on. I know this one. I know this one. um, uh,
Welcome. Welcome, Ari.
yes, yes, it is.
It is.
Da.
Yes.
It
Okay.
is. It is. It is. Do
Welcome
I get my
to
$1 million
you
now?
get your $1 million, yeah, sure. I can send them
Shit.
via mail, dude.
Yeah, that would be
Post
cool.
office shit, like U.S. people just tracking the postman.
Yeah, yeah. Do I get it like in a really huge check that I can't really take to cash in a bank or something?
And I mean, we can do it in coins, you know.
Oh
It,
yeah, we can do it in coins. That's even better.
yeah, I mean,
Imagine having like $1 million all worth in like pennies, bro.
yo, there was this like in Bulgaria, there was this like guy who went to buy a TV with fucking coins, and they didn't want to take the coins for some reason. I mean, that's
Oh,
money, but I think he sued like the company afterwards, and he won the lawsuit because he technically
he won
presented
the
money.
lawsuit.
Yeah, he technically
Oh
presented
my
the money.
god. Well, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I don't think there's a law against that. I don't think there's any regulation against that, like paying in literally just coin.
Yeah. All right. Um. So, as we are aware, there is a shit ton of topics that I really want to talk to you about since we haven't heard from each other for like months. Uh. So
Yeah.
so one is like, what's your obvious fucking elephant in the room is what's your thoughts about like Biden winning and shit like that?
Oh, I don't know. I sort of developed like this. I've been talking about it with my parents
Hmm.
ever since it happened, Biden winning. It's not good for us either way,
Yeah.
whether Biden's there or Trump is there, because they don't give a shit about the Balkans.
Exactly.
Biden, though, sort of just like spreads, he just literally there are millions of American garrisons in different countries around the world. So it really does impact everyone when there's like a presidential election in America. And you're supposed to be scared, but then again, you're not really supposed to give your opinion,
Yeah.
because if you do, it could probably be used against you, in either way. I mean,
Yeah.
like nationwide, if we had an opinion, like
Yeah.
if we said, oh no, Biden is shit, Trump should have won, they could use that against us. I mean, I'm not sure if, tensions could rise, considering that Biden did support the bombing of Serbia.
True.
And oh my God, I don't want that shit to happen in my lifetime. So, like my general opinion is, as long as he keeps to fucking his own country, though he's a Democrat, so I don't know. It's good for them though. It's good
Yeah.
for
It
them
is.
because
It
he's
is.
raising taxes on the rich, which is
True.
amazing.
Okay.
Though I'm not very happy about Kamala being his vice president, because Kamala is a fucking idiot. And
Okay.
all of those bitches that jump on the Hello Kitty says ACAB bandwagon are now supporting Kamala, and that's fucking hilarious. That's literally fucking hilarious.
Fucking love this. Okay, you want to like my mom she had the birthday the other day, and like we're on the table like drinking and talking and shit, and she like funniest thing I could have fucking heard all the time. Okay, to start off, I really wasn't gonna support any candidate like from the U.S. election until this one friend of mine like we started like bantering shit, and I'm like, dude, you know Trump's gonna win, right? He's like, you're mad. Biden's gonna win. So I just like, I said that I'll shave my head if Biden wins, and I shaved my head. Um, but 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 my mom, we're on her birthday, and she goes, "You know, Biden's a Satanist. His son smokes crack, and
Bro,
this virus. You know, this virus. You know why it started from? You know, it's an alien virus. You know, the aliens landed in China." And she's dead fucking serious.
are you?
I'm
Oh
not
my
even
god.
kidding. She's dead fucking serious. That was so fucking beautiful.
No, I completely understand like the concept of the virus being created
Yeah, yeah,
in like a
artificially, yeah.
controlled ambient. Yeah, but this
Aliens,
I
aliens, motherfucker.
that's literally mental illness. I'm
I know,
sorry.
I know, I know. I'm 90% sure she has like some kind of disorder, but she doesn't want to treat it. And yeah, but
Oh my
that
god, that's fucking.
I don't really care. She probably dies soon. Anyways, um, um,
I'm so sorry.
yeah. So I would say that overall, this election has like made me like I would say like less bigoted because I finally understand what bald people feel like. You know,
Uh,
it fucking it sucks being bald in fucking winter.
mm-hmm. My
I
boyfriend told me about that. He
it,
voluntarily shaved his head.
I mean I didn't do it voluntarily, but it still sucked.
He does. It does suck. It does suck. I mean,
Yes, it does. The
during
wind,
winter, yeah, yeah, your ears are completely unprotected, bro.
yeah. I mean, I have like
It's so
the
shit.
Ushanka hat, but I fucking forgot bringing it with me because I'm home because of the Rona.
Oh
I
shit.
forgot my
Those hats are really cool though.
Ruski Ushanka, suka bled.
Yeah. I have one. I have one. It has like the communist star on it,
Oh
bro.
my fucking god, I want one so bad. But like the communist star, I want one
You
so
can
fucking
actually
bad.
buy it
I know
on yeah, it's like very cheap. Like I don't know, like $7 or something like
they're
that.
fucking genius. One of my friends has them, and I usually like when we get together, I just take the fucking hat and just Soyuz Negushima and just like start screaming. Which leads me to what I did today. So today's like I had a lecture like it's like a seminar or whatever right before we started this, and so my genius mind went like, yo, let me play fucking folk songs, but like they're somewhat modern rendition, or it has like say one of the more popular people in Bulgaria who has had like his own TV show. Now he moved, whatever the fuck. He made like an album full of these like old traditional songs, like their new revamp or some shit. So I decided to play one because my teacher went, if there's sleeping people in your room, wake them up with heavy metal. And I'm like, okay, you can do that or do something else. So I see my dog lying on my bed behind me after it's probably fucked, I don't know, my fucking pillow again because it does that for some reason, even though it's female and it has no, it's like castrated. Um, and so I just blast this song like full volume, like remove my headphones and start yelling the lyrics. Little did I know, I'm fucking unmuted. And I just hear this ominous voice of one of my colleagues going, "Dude, you should be quiet. Like you should mute." And I just go like, "Wait, wait, what?"
Bro, that's so embarrassing.
I mean,
Oh
the
my
teacher was gone, but like it was fucking beautiful. I'm honestly I'm proud of myself for being that stupid.
Oh, oh my God, that literally sounds like a story you would tell someone, but it's not actually something that happened, but actually it actually
It
happened.
happened. It was great. My dog didn't fucking move. It's still fucking sleeping. So
God. Is she okay?
yeah,
I
yeah, she's
mean,
she's fine. I mean, what could happen to her? Like, it's a dog. It just for some reason it literally fucks blankets, pillows, whatever.
oh
And
yeah.
you know what's
Yeah.
like if it's a male dog, I'd understand it because it's someone in its DNA to fuck. But like it's a female dog. It's had literally z- close to zero exposure to male specimens, and it's fucking castrated.
I know, I know. I have a friend that has also he also has like a female dog, one of those little white crusty ones.
Crusty ones.
And that little thing, that little fucking thing, it literally humps everyone's fucking legs all the time.
And it's so confusing because it makes no sense.
I don't know why a female dog would have the urge to like gyrate its hips. Like you don't if you're a female dog, you don't do that, you know?
Yeah, you
You
don't, but
don't fuck another dog.
it just
You
does it.
get fucked by another dog. Like I don't get it, bro.
Just does it. That's like it's so bizarre to me. I just don't get it. Like I feel
Me
retarded,
neither.
but there's this like this stray dogs. There's like two now. Like I have like a really old one that's like the age of my old dog. Um, and I'm really gonna be sad when that dog passes because it's like history to me because it's like almost what 14 years old. And there's this new one me and my dog recently discovered, and it decided because it's the size of mine, but like a little smaller because mine is literally fed like fucking Garfield, like the cat. So I just I get annoyed when there's like random dogs just after me and my dog because it could have some fucking uh I don't know fleas or some shit and like contract it to my dog and then contract it to me and
Yeah.
fucking bullshit. So um my dog just sees it, scares it off. We go back to our usual route, and it's like a hill. We go up this hill, and I just see this old dog. It's pretty massive. It's some kind of a crossbreed, but it's pretty big. It's like say the size of a young German Shepherd. So
Mhm.
it's lying down. It's really old. It really moves like it's difficult for it to move, and it's just lying down. It doesn't really care what's happening. It just barks at like cars and shit. And this little motherfucker walks up to the goddamn like alpha Chad just laying there and starts fucking humping it.
Bro.
Yeah, I like how I wanted to talk to you about spiritual shit, and then we go. Then I'm like at fuck dogs fucking because
Why can't that be spiritual though?
I mean, it
Like the
can be. It has
hierarchy with
energy. It has
dogs.
energy in it.
Yeah, especially because, dogs have been bred in so many fucking different ways. You have like a trillion different dog breeds, and most of them aren't even named.
Exactly.
Like
That's
you just
that's
have like
weird.
a labradoodle, whatever the fuck that is. Like fuck labradoodles, bro.
Dude, one of my fucking neighbors, he has this dog. It's supposed to be, it's like a native shepherd dog. It's supposed to be that, but that motherfucker looks like, it sounds like, and it's the fucking size of a bear. That's not a fucking dog. That's a fucking bear. You cannot tell me that that motherfucker can rip my fucking ass and is not a fucking bear.
No, that's awesome. I love dogs that are size of bears. You can literally ride that thing to battle,
Yeah.
bro.
True, true. But it fucking looks
War
like a
dog.
bear. It sounds like a bear, and if it probably is a bear.
Probably is. What if they like mixed
Wolves and
German
fuck,
Shepherd with a bear, bro?
dude, that would be so fucking cool, dude. That honestly, that would be really cool.
Fucking warhound up in this fucking
Oh my fuck,
hole.
that would be so good. It could literally
Yeah,
invade places with that.
that would be so fucking cool. Imagine, like you walk in on the borders of the fucking USA on your huge warhound with the war paint on it, and you're like, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, this is
dude,
payback for the Balkans, you fucking bitches.
dude, my fucked up brain just went. You walk to the borders of the U.S. and I think fucking Mexicans for, and I just envision a Mexican on top of a fucking bear dog going, Mexico te madre, ay 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 ay. Fucking destroy the ever living shit out of ice.
Kabungalakaka.
It would be beautiful. It would be great to have that kind of breed. I love it.
It would though. It would be so big dick to have a dog like that.
And instead of being like cuz fucking people who look like there's some like tough shit or whatever, they have like the small dogs and that makes no sense. Like you can see this guy
Yeah.
who looks like a fucking wardrobe walking a chihuahua. Like, bruh,
Ew!
uh,
Chihuahuas! Ew!
they evil and shit.
Fuck yeah, they're fucking evil. They're fucking chihuahuas. Literally, no dog is supposed to look like a fucking rat.
I mean,
They look
mine's a
like
little.
rats.
I mean, mine's
But your
kind of
dog
cute.
is cute.
Yeah, my
Your
dog
dog
is
is
like
cute.
it's like a Jack Russell and a fucking Pomeranian, and it looks like a rat.
Oh my god.
That little
You
piece.
know what I really want?
I'm listening.
I want the big floppa cat, bro. I want the big floppa cat.
Big
What's it
fluffy
called?
cat.
A caracol? Whatever. I really want one of those.
Yeah, let me Google that. I have no clue how that looks. I found Caracol television and snails. What the fuck? Caracol cat.
No, you could just
Oh,
type big
oh, oh,
floppa.
oh,
Yeah.
that's fucking cool. Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah, they're really fucking cute, and they also like hiss at you like all the time, and
Yeah,
for some reason it's cute.
they are. It looks fucking badass. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, like it looks like a wild cat, but it's
It's
been
not. Yeah,
domesticated.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's so cool.
so it's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, you have like other cats like that. There's one that looks like a cheetah. I
Ooh,
forgot what its name is.
like
Yeah,
uh,
it's also a
Savannah
domesticated
cat.
cat.
Wait,
I don't know what's it called.
Savannah cat. Yeah, it's like it's a Savannah cat. Yeah,
Yeah, those are really pretty, and they're also like super super energetic.
yeah. Oh my god. I am literally not that interested in cats, but like, this opens a whole new world to me right now.
Yeah, I don't like cats, like house cats. I don't
Yeah,
like them, but I would have a caracal or one of those savant.
yeah. I mean, this is cool as shit. Yeah, I like this.
Yes, because they're big. The thing I dislike about regular house cats is that they have like their own temperament, and it's
Mhm.
usually not in sync with mine.
Oh,
And that's fine for some people. They like to have animals they don't actually have to care for, or just overly care for, and the animal doesn't really care.
yeah,
And that's not me, bro.
yeah. Same,
I have a
same.
bird, and he's very dependent on my temperament, which is fine. And he's also really fucking cute, and he knows how to say a lot of shit, so it's pretty fun. But a cat, I don't know. What the fuck would I do with a cat? I would literally just let it walk around my apartment,
Yeah,
eventually wake up one morning and see it gone, only for it to come back like a month later.
yeah.
And I
Uh,
don't want that kind of shit. So,
I mean, like, for one, like, what's good about cats is like somehow cats are therapeutic and like the way that their like the sounds they produce can be like healthy, like they resonate in some kind of similar way to like some internal organs, which is
yeah.
like what the fuck. You're telling me
Yeah.
you're telling me this motherfucker that can literally yeet away, get seven fucking kids, run away like a black man back to his home, and that motherfucker can be healthy for me.
Yeah, I don't know how though, but you know, I'm not gonna question it.
Yeah,
People like cats.
yeah,
Though I don't know. I don't actually have a problem with cats themselves. I wouldn't ever harm an animal,
yeah.
but I do have a problem with people that are overly obsessed with their cats
Yes.
and only talk about their fucking cats. Like, do
Fucking
you not
yes.
have anything better to do? And you always talk about your fucking cat, bro. Literally nobody gives a shit about that smelly flea bag.
Yeah.
I don't care how cute it is. It's not cute when you force it, okay? Shut the fuck up. Nobody fucking cares.
I miss talking to you so much. I'm having a fuck. I genuinely
I
miss
miss
talking.
talking to you too.
Okay. So if you remember when I was working in this fucking store, by the way, to everybody who's still listening, if you see the store, the specific type of store that we're talking about, please spit on it. Like either piss, cum, spit. I don't give a shit. Make it miserable for this
Shit,
motherfuckers.
shit on
Shit
it.
on top of the store. Get on top of the fucking building and shit. Or just go inside, like pull your pants down, be like T pose, shit, exit. You
Oh yes, that
don't
would
need
be
don't
glorious.
even
But
need the wipe.
like
Don't even need the wipe.
yes, a combo of piss, shit, and cum. All of those all together at the same time.
Rape these. Okay. So when I was working in that place, the two of us, we were talking about like tarot cards and shit.
Yes.
And
Oh
you
my.
sparked my interest.
I can do a reading for you like right now.
Oh, want to do it?
Wouldn't that be interesting?
Yo, yeah, fuck yeah, do it. Let's go. Let's go.
Let me
I'm
find
ready.
my tarot.
Do that.
Okay, let me find my tarot cards. It's gonna be a little bit difficult, but I'm gonna try and transmit your energy into my energy so I can find the card that suits you. Hold
Okay.
on.
Want me
Though it may
to
backfire. I'm not sure. I've
doesn't
never done this online
want me to
before.
have my fucking camera on for like through Discord? So
I mean,
sure,
if you wanna, absolutely.
sure.
I just can't turn my camera on. I
Yeah, don't
would,
worry about it. Don't worry
but the
about it.
problem is I'm on my phone, so I can't really support it
Yeah,
anywhere. So,
don't worry about it.
okay, okay, I guess we're doing this.
We're
Hold
doing
on.
this.
Okay, I'm spreading the tarot cards. I'm
All
spreading
right.
them. So just, I want you to envision
Okay.
what you think suits you in your temperament, what you envision your temperament to look like. You know, if it were an actual creature or an entity or an energy, like what your specific temperament would look like, the colors,
All right.
the ambient, everything, you know?
Okay.
I just want you to imagine that. So, with what you're imagining right now,
Okay.
I'm trying to establish a neural link between that and the cards.
All right.
So I'm just gonna pick a card depending on what seems like it would most represent you. I don't see the cards. They're all
Okay.
flipped
All
down.
right.
So
All right. I got you.
uh, okay, I think I got something. Okay, so the first tarot card is a 6 of cups.
Okay.
6 of cups. So we're just gonna place that in the center of our tarot spread or whatever the fuck you want to call that.
All right.
The next thing I want you to envision is like all of your problems, everything that has ever drawn you back in any way. I want you to envision that, and I'm just gonna guide it through the card. Okay,
All right.
I think we got a winner. Okay, so it's the King of Cups. Interesting, we got both cups for that.
All right. I have
Okay,
no
so
clue what that means.
that's probably well, cups usually represent some sort of monetary value, but we're supposed to see. I mean,
Okay. Okay.
usually when you see cups, you can assume that it has something to do with monetary value, but it doesn't always have to do with that.
Okay.
Okay. So the next thing I want you to, oh, I'm just gonna do like 3 tarot cards to see if this even works because I'm not sure.
All right.
Uh, I want you to envision like all of the things you like about yourself, whether that be something physical or spiritual, whatever you like about yourself. I want you to envision that. Okay.
All right.
Okay, I think we got a winner, and it's ooh reversed. What is this? Hold on. This is a reversed 5 of Pentacles or 5 of Coins. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what this means.
All right.
I just need to pull up the reader
All
because
right.
I don't know
Don't worry
all the
about it. Don't worry about
cards
it.
by heart.
Sure.
Okay, so we got the 6. Dobro, nemoj sad. Okay, okay, okay. 6 of cups.
Yeah.
Super. Okay. This seems rather fucking. Come on, bro.
Um.
Okay, so the 6 of Cups upright, revisiting the past, childhood memories, innocence, and joy. This is for like your temperament, like what makes you as a person. The upright Six of Cups is a card that takes you back to the happy memories from your past, whether as a child, teenager, or young adult. You may simply be revisiting those memories in your mind, or you may travel back to your childhood home or reconnect with your childhood friends. You could go to a high school reunion or reconnect with an old buddy. A teenage sweetheart or past lover may turn up again. These connections bring you a sense of joy and happiness as you reminisce overall the fun times you had together. So basically,
Yeah.
in regards to what this would mean as a temperament card, like what you are, I guess it sort of has something to do with how your past built you as the person you are now, and mostly in positive ways. Like how all of these structures together, like friends and girlfriends and whatever, from the past, how they influence your behavior now and your temperament, like now, if
Yeah.
that makes any
Yeah,
sense.
I get you.
Like I'm only reading all of this. I'm reading this, but it's up to you to decide
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it actually means for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, after that we have the King of Cups.
Okay.
Of Cups. And he's also upright, which can usually when a card is upright, that's a positive thing, but it doesn't always have to. So,
Okay.
uh, upright, emotionally balanced, compassionate, diplomatic. Okay. So the upright King of Cups. The King of Cups represents mastery over the realms of emotion, creativity, and the unconscious. When this card turns up in a tarot reading, you have gained control of your feelings and can accept them without allowing them to get the better of you. Even when life throws you a curveball, you can draw on your emotional maturity and stability to help you navigate these challenges. You don't let things get you and you steer clear of the drama instead choosing an emotionally balanced and calm approach. So basically, in terms to like your past, all the things that drew you back, I suppose this card is supposed to tell you that you have somehow gotten over all of those things that have troubled you in the past. Like maybe not visibly, maybe you don't know it yet, but
Okay.
you're on a certain path of, overcoming all of those things that drew you back when you were younger. So, that can mean something to you. It doesn't have to. I don't know
Yeah.
if this tarot reading is even legit,
I mean,
but
it's pretty. I can see some shit. Like, if you're free after we
yeah,
finish recording this, we can. I can talk to you about it. But like, I can say something legit. Yeah. I can see legitness. This what this is legitness.
yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
So the last card
All right.
is kind of terrifying, honestly.
Okay. Hit me.
I think the last card is supposed to be reversed with the past card. Like, I think the King of Cups is supposed to be your most positive features, and I think this one is supposed to be your drawbacks of the past, since it seems, it's a bad omen card, like a reversed Five of Pentacles.
Okay.
So, let me just tell you what that means. Five of Pentacles. Okay. Uh, so the reverse five of pentacles, recovery from financial loss, spiritual poverty. Oh, oh, hold up.
Oh wait, that's recovery
So
from.
yeah, that's recovery. It may
Okay.
also not have been switched. I'm not certain. The Five of Pentacles reversed indicates an end to difficult times, particularly if you have recently suffered a major financial hit or job loss. You may find new sources of income, a new job, or someone has offered to help you out while you get back on your feet. You may be starting to feel as if life is worth living again and regaining your self-confidence. Finally, you can see a way out of your financial difficulties and your hope is renewed. The reverse Five of Pentacles can sometimes illuminate the persistence of inner spiritual poverty. You may feel as though something is missing or entirely out of place, but are struggling to put your finger on what it might be. You may feel isolated and alone, even in the company of many people. On deeper reflection, you may come to realize that you have placed too much emphasis on your material wealth and have neglected your spiritual well being. It may worry you that you don't have enough, especially when it comes to money and material possessions. and that you are not worthy because you are not wealthy. Oh shit.
Damn.
So I'm really struggling to see, but it may have something to do with, when you remember when you told me about that job. I don't know if you still
Yeah.
have it.
I'm far
Uh,
away from it.
you don't do it anymore?
No, fuck that. Dude,
Good.
I,
Good.
dude, I fucking blacked out on my last dater, and they made fucking fun of me.
Yeah, you told me about that. I was fucking shocked,
Yeah, fucking
So I
asshole,
think it
dude.
has something to do with that.
It could
I
be.
think
It
it
could
has
be.
something to do with that.
Uh,
Because it would make sense if it were that, because that it's definitely not a minor thing to just forget, It's not
yeah.
something that
All
happens
right.
like, I don't know, my mom called me during work and everyone laughed at me. No, you were like physically ill.
Yeah.
That's not good. So I'm pretty sure it has to do something with that. Or it could signify a number of spiritual and, financial poverties that you went through, like either with significant other or with yourself,
Yeah.
you know, giving back and only to not get anything in return. I assume that's what it means. And that's why I think the cards should have been switched, because the other one is like, overcoming all of those insecurities and inhibitions. And this one is like just an indicator that all of these things happen to you and that you should be aware of them. So I'm pretty sure that that's what it means, though I'm also pretty sure that you're already aware of all of these things, that you didn't really need a tarot reading to tell you this.
I mean,
So,
in general, like tarot cards and shit like that, it fascinates me. Not gonna lie. Like, it's something I really wanted to like put myself into, like, experience it in some way, shape, or form.
hmm well,
Uh,
definitely, it is definitely fun.
for sure, yeah, I can believe that. But I think I talked to you about fucking Santeria and shit.
hmm
And so for those who are unaware, Santeria is let's I mean it's a spiritual belief. It originates from Africa, and like taking slaves from Africa into like Cuba, Southern America, and then like with Cubans and people whatnot
Is that
moving.
like a form of voodoo again?
I think it has some connection to voodoo, yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like voodoo.
Yeah, but like the thing I really liked about the whole Santeria thing is like the idea of a spirit box, which is fucking
hmm
genius. Okay, so what a spirit box is you place a pictures, names, like sheets of paper, whatever, like tokens, totems, whatever that you feel connects you to people you deem important, like shit you
hmm
actually care about. And
Okay.
because Santeria is somewhat it's like this African belief mixed with Catholicism. So basically the idea
Okay.
is like every week you visit this box, you just pray to it, and eventually
Okay.
if you feel lost with yourself, like you feel like you've like gone far away from what you believe, like does it make sense, like you've lost your,
I
let's say
understand
you've
what you're
lost
trying
yourself
to say.
some kinda.
So basically, it's supposed to be some sort of like I don't want to say good luck charm, but like a charm of sort,
Yeah, I
you
call it
know?
like I call it a grounding device, because basically the idea is like
Yeah,
if you lose yourself like in your ego or some shit, you just you're supposed to look at this and kind of remember who you are, like the important people that
yeah,
helped you achieve what you are, who you are, and shit like that.
yeah. That's a very accurate translation, I'd say.
Okay, so yeah, so I'm really fucking into that shit. I fucking paid $20 to get like a dumbass Anria reading. So
Mm-hmm.
like because in that shit you have like a shit ton of gods that are like your prophets, and
Mm-hmm.
they have a shit ton of paths that are um like some kind of, how a horoscope gives you a description of like your characters and shit. your characteristics, like the path to your profit has like that's supposed to give you the bullshit. So
Mhm.
basically, Santeria is a poor man's astrology map,
Okay. Okay.
and I fucking paid $20 to get a reading.
Oh my god, bro.
I mean, it was fun. It was fun. It was a good experience. Not gonna lie.
And what did it tell you?
It told me the profit. It told me like the numbers of pets, and I'll just keep it like I don't want to really, you know. It's something that's
Mhm.
supposed to be a bit personal, so I'm just keeping it to myself. It tells you like profits. It tells you pets. Um, it tells you shit you're not supposed to do. Like there's this one prophet where if you just whistle or you just knock on stuff, like you produce a shit ton of noise, you can make that prophet go away and you'll have bad luck, and people believe in that. And the way
Oh
you get
wow,
rid
that's
of it, the
amazing.
way you get rid of it is like you chop up a chicken and perform some crazy ass ritual.
Oh my god. Okay, so knocking on my wooden table would make that thing go away and I would have bad luck. So the
Yeah.
next thing obviously I would have to do is perform a ritual with a decapitated chicken. Oh my
Yes.
god.
It's
Genius.
beautiful. It's beautiful. I mean, it's something, you know. It's cool. It's cool. I enjoy it. It's like, I mean, I haven't cut up chickens yet. Yet. I mean,
Yeah.
fuck. Okay, I've
Yeah.
done it once, but it wasn't supposed to be Sanria related.
It
It,
was just cutting up a chicken for lunch or something,
no.
wasn't
Okay,
it?
so basically,
Oh.
I think I've told you like I've been to I've falsely been to hospital because of tuberculosis. That's literally when we
Mhm.
met. That's the first time I entered our guild, our old
Oh
guild.
yeah, oh my god, I remember that. You were in
That,
the
that's yeah,
hospital.
that's how it all started. And it was basically you know how they do this like Mansu probe on you, where like they put in this vaccine or some shit. You need to keep it like clean for 3 days. You don't need to put water on it and shit like that. And after that, they measure it and tell you you're fine. And I basically needed that for work. But what happens is, this bitch who decided that it's a good idea to fucking spin the needle like it's a fucking, I don't know, clock, like you're tuning your clock or some shit. When 3 days
Okay.
later, when it was fucking inflated, when oh you're gonna have to go to like the lung facility of the hospital thing, and they're gonna prescribe you pills. And so we go there with my
Mhm.
mom because it's actually fucking terrifying, thinking that your child has tuberculosis. So we go there,
Bro, literally.
yeah, and I'm supposed to get like an X-ray scan of my lungs.
Okay.
After which, I was there at fucking 8 a.m. and we waited till fucking 2 in the afternoon, which is like what? It's 4 hours. It's like 6 hours, yeah, or less actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so we waited, and finally we get to go and see the head doctor of the whole department, and she goes, well, your child. She didn't even look at the fucking X-ray. She didn't even look at it, and she goes, "Well, your child has tuberculosis." To which I respond, like my mom is stunned, and I go like, "Excuse me, what?" The bitch like that's literally my tone of voice. Excuse me, what? And the bitch, like the audacity of this fucking bitch, she goes, "I'm not gonna answer such vulgar responses like that." Dude,
Vulgar.
I swear to fucking God, if my mom was not in that room, I would have beaten the shit out of that bitch. Fucking gender equality up her ass. I would have knocked her the fuck out. Okay, so I get really fucking pissed. We exit what was it? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, and I get so fucking pissed. We exit the hospital. We go in the car. I open the window. I scream and I quote, "I hope you get fucked nine knees deep." My mom just looks at me like you can see the disappointment, but you can see the empathy. And so she goes, "Okay,
Yeah.
just go home, drink a beer, get your shit ready. We're going to the hospital in Sofia." And eventually, when everything finished and everybody realized that, surprise, surprise, I don't got fucking tuberculosis. I went, what's the best way to fuck with this bitch? Because I could just key her car, you know, or I can look for a fucking satanic spell and make her die slowly and suffer.
Ah, yes.
So what
A
genius?
means to an end.
Big brain, big brain. So what I did is I found a black box, and
Okay.
you're supposed to get this black box. You're supposed to get chicken feet. You're supposed to get her name. You're supposed to get a photo of her, which is easy because it's online, and you're supposed to
Okay.
get her birth date, which is also online, which is even easier. And then you're supposed to get a black string, which was unironically the most difficult thing to find. For some reason, I could not find black string. I found fucking chicken feet, but I didn't find black string. Anyways, so you're supposed to
Black
put.
string, isn't that like
It's common.
couldn't you just get like black like
Wool or
a
some shit. Yeah.
black colored like thread,
Yeah.
you know, for
Yeah.
sewing?
Yeah. Exactly. But it was difficult to find. So for some reason, like chicken feet are easier to find in my town.
Oh,
So
okay. That's literally so weird, but okay.
I know. So what you're supposed to do is go to like a remote location, preferably forest or a cemetery, forest, um, and
Ah, yeah.
and bury the box and exit as fast as possible. And according to the dumbass satanic shit, like which I read online because online is the best way you can find that information.
Of course,
Yeah,
of course.
you're supposed to exit like the area as soon as possible so that the dark shit can like happen. Funny thing is, bitch was actually ill for a month,
Oh
hands
my
down.
god!
No, it's like I assume it's fucking down to coincidence, but I like to think that I fucked the bitch. Like,
No, I would think that as well. I know it's more likely that it was a
yeah.
coincidence,
I mean,
but it's just more empowering to think that
yeah.
you did
Just take
that.
the W. Take the W. She
Yeah,
got
you
the L.
should.
Take
You
the
should.
W.
You
Yeah.
earned it.
She deserves it.
You earned it. You got the chicken feet.
Yeah,
You
she
got
she
the chicken
deserves it.
feet.
She fucking deserves it. Fuck that bitch. Okay. Um,
But why chicken feet? Why chicken feet?
I don't know. I have no clue. I literally have no. It would make way more sense if it was I don't know fucking anything.
A chicken head?
A chicken head,
Like,
a chicken
okay.
body, whatever. But that literally that made no sense. I could not comprehend it. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Satanic should never make sense, actually.
I know.
So,
Yeah, it's dumb. It's fucking dumb. It shouldn't be a thing, but it's a thing. I mean,
yeah.
anybody can like be happy with their satanic shit. Like, not judging. I'm the motherfucker with Santeria and chickens.
Yeah.
But yo, what? Okay, so yeah, I'm
What
not judging. I'm
happened?
not judging. I'm playing with my one of my thingies I used to shave, and I just now found out that you can actually move the razor head. And I just
Oh,
oh
shit!
yeah, I feel like Jimmy Neutron right now.
Bro, so would I. I felt like that. Oh my god, there was one time. Um, like I was, I was playing Dragon Age, and I never
Yeah.
really understood why the game is called Dragon Age.
Okay.
I had no idea because you don't see that many dragons in the game. Like, okay, you kill a couple dragons, but it's not that prevalent, and they're
Hmm.
easy to kill relatively.
All right.
And I was wondering, and then I find like a codex entry, which is like a document that you can read. And then I see like a timestamp. It says like 9 column 47 dragon. And then I get it. Dragon age is the age they live in. It's called dragon.
Okay.
That's why it's called Dragon Age.
I mean, I've never played the game. I'm not gonna lie. You're like giving me. I genuinely was curious when you said it, and like it looked like it's a game I would enjoy.
It is. It's really fucking fun. Like all of the installations, Origins, Dragon Age 2, and Dragon Age Inquisition. They're amazing, bro. I totally recommend.
All right, we'll see that. But like recently, I've been so fucked with what's it, Hades. I don't know if you've like seen the game. It's like a roguelite.
No,
Dude,
no,
that's
I've never played.
you're supposed to be this that, and I have another rant that's related to Greek mythology. So, it's supposed to be this game where you're the son of Hades, and
Okay.
this other like it's spoiler territory if we say who the other god is, but it doesn't matter. So, and you're
Mhm.
supposed to exit hell, and it's basically a roguelite.
Okay.
So, like, you get different combinations, you get different gods, like, helping you out, like, by empowering you, and holy fuck, is it fun. So, apart from that, of course, I fucking pirated it because I'm not paying the money, and the other thing is, since I was like on Netflix wondering what I should watch, and there's this thing. It's like to me, my mind says, okay, this is a cartoon or some shit, and it's called The Blood of Zeus.
Mhm.
It's called The Blood of Zeus, and
Okay.
it's basically about Zeus having fucking Electra, and
Okay.
she gives birth to to twins. One is like the protagonist, one is the antagonist or whatever. Eventually they fight at that fight like they fight one of them dies and goes to like hell, the other one goes on Olympus, the surprise wonder who. um
Mhm.
and then I realized that it says that it's an anime, and I'm like, fuck, I don't watch anime. It
It's
just,
an anime.
yeah, it's classified as an anime, and it just made me like, it made me fucking depressed because I have this friend who really wants me to get into anime, and I'm like, dude, it's not my thing. you know uh, everybody's watched fucking Naruto, Yu-Gi-Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
and like I've watched these.
I
I'm
would
like,
watch Naruto again. I
yeah,
would watch Naruto.
dude, fucking G's, if you remember G's, that motherfucker is obsessed with Naruto, dude. He's watched everything at least twice.
Oh my god, jeez, bro, I forgot about him.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was so annoying though. No, no shade. He was
I
so
know,
annoying.
I know. I love him. I love him.
Was that other dude that you
Uh,
brought into the guild? He was your friend,
the
and he
Croatian
was
guy?
also he was playing a, yeah, he was, I think he was playing a Fury Warrior or something.
Oh, the Croatian
I
dude.
think he was, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
What's his name?
Rocco. Rocco. He's
Right, right,
yeah. I mean,
right. I forgot about that.
I haven't spoken to him in a very long while as well. I think I fuck no. Actually, he DM'd me the other day, like some random shit. Like I have the strangest text from this motherfucker. Like I have this friend who has a pit bull, like, right, and so she basically posts a picture with her like dog, and I'm like, yo, fuck you, I'm gonna do the same because it's like we're genuinely fucking friends. We know each other since a long time, and we're fucking around.
Yeah.
And she posts like that to her story, and I repost it, and like Roko goes, dude, you get pussy out
Oh
of
my
fucking
god.
no.
That's so. I don't know why people. I mean, I understand that it's a joke,
Yeah, I mean he's
but I don't
young.
know why people constantly ask that sort of thing, like when they see
Yeah.
a male friend with a female friend or replying to a female friend or whatever, and they're like, "Oh my God, are you getting pussy?" Like,
Yo,
bro, no, female.
I'm really guilty of that. Like, I'm fucking guilty of that because I fuck around like that constantly. And
No, that's fine if it's a joke. Some people mean it like very literally. Like, how is the concept of female male friendship so foreign to everyone? I don't get it.
yeah, same. I mean, sure. Like, I mean, I'm down for fucking around. I have a friend. I literally didn't. Fuck. Mm, burp. Okay. I didn't know he was in a relationship for like the longest fucking time, and eventually, like, before I get introduced to the news, I see him with his girlfriend, and I'm like, oh, bro, you fucking, oh, like with like the slimiest fucking Mexican accent. Oh, bro, you fucking, like, and he just smiles. The girl also smiles at me and goes like, yo, we're together, and I'm like, no fucking way, you motherfuckers didn't tell me.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
like, how can I be like a drama gossip whore when nobody tells me shit?
Yes.
Yo, for real. Like, one of my friends, I like we talked about that. We had this speculation about two people that we in our clique, like in a clique, fucking German, in our the friends we go out to drink. We have this speculation about two of them being together, and this motherfucker once he calls me, he goes like, "Yo, um, I was looking for people to go out and drink, and the girl goes, "Yeah, I'm watching this movie. It's called The Prodigy." And the guy goes, "Yeah, I'm watching this movie. It's called The Prodigy." And we go like, "Damn, homie, they watching the movie." So
Oh shit.
and so eventually the other day I go out to meet the girl, and we go around town, we have fun, like we smoke cigar. I smoke a cigar, she just smokes cigarettes and shit. And
Oh, you smoke actual cigars,
yeah,
bro.
it's so dude, I'm fucking addicted at this point. Yo, but let me finish. So I learned the news that this guy and the girl are actually together, and like the next morning I DM'd a friend who we speculated about it with, and I go like, dude, you never fucking know what I just like got is fucking hot tea. And he's like, yo, what's up? I'm like, this guy and this girl are together. He's like, I've known this for 4 months. And I'm like, what the fuck? Am I a fucking joke to
Bruh.
you? Am I a joke to you, motherfucker?
Bruh.
I
Bruh,
love
that's
you.
so depressing.
I love the guy, but am I a fucking joke? Mm.
I
But
would
yeah,
have straight up curb stomped him. I'm sorry.
fucking what was it? Drop kick his ass.
Yeah, bro, like what?
Drop kick everything.
Why wouldn't he tell you that? That's like a thing you're supposed to
No,
tell someone.
I know. Fuck it. Okay, but I'm genuinely into fucking cigars now. Um,
Bro, I tried smoking like on 2 occasions. I tried smoking a cigar. That shit, like, I couldn't inhale it into my lungs because I would start like dry heaving and everything.
you know
And
how? By the way, it has a fucking etiquette to it. It's fucking supposed to be complex, and that's stupid.
oh,
You're not supposed to inhale it. It's like you're smoking a hookah. You just like take it and fucking spit it out.
but what's the point?
Yeah, I don't know. Being
What's the point?
why do people smoke hookahs?
I don't know. I've never actually seen a person smoke a hookah, but
Wait, do you
you
not
know.
have like that shit in Serbia? Like hookahs in like cafes and bars and shit?
We do have hookahs. We do have hookahs, but they're usually like with some kind of flavor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I don't go there because like that place that has hookahs is the only place in town that has hookahs, and you know it's
Yeah, it's
the
crowded.
place where the most anti-vaxxers, you
Ah,
know, commute at, and it's so fucking disgusting. Like it's
anti-vax.
during the fucking Rona, like all the time,
Yeah,
every
yeah,
time
yeah.
I pass by that place, it's
It's
fucking
full.
full to the
Yeah,
brim, bro. Literally
yeah, yeah.
everyone in there like fucking sardines. And they're all smoking hookahs. I don't know how we don't have like a bigger count of the Rona. I guess they're not tested. But like, oh my fucking god, bro.
Dude, I personally am a really fucking massive advocate of fucking hookahs. I really enjoy smoking it. Not because it's like I get like enjoyment from it. It's because I just go out with people who smoke hookahs and we just sit down and smoke a hookah. And
Okay.
it's
Yeah, I can
basically
understand.
yeah, it just like creates conversation, I'd say. But fuck these guys who basically did that in the pandemic. Fuck these motherfuckers. Like
No, that's so fucking stupid. Like,
it,
okay,
it
I have nothing against people smoking hookahs. Like, that's fine. You know, do what you want.
yeah, but
But like, during a fucking epidemic when people are supposed to stay 2 meters apart and let alone like exhale like that much of their contents, you know, out, like, bro, and they're also all packed in like that. I can't, you know, I see that place and my faith in humanity literally just
drops, yeah.
plummets to the fucking ground, goes 6 feet under, bro. It reaches the core of the earth, you know. It's like fucking so depressing.
Yeah, I know, but back to cigars. So, for some reason, you're not supposed. Well, because it's gonna fucking murder you. Probably you're not supposed to inhale it because it's I don't know. It fucking makes you cough like shit.
It's
Um,
potent.
yeah, it's really potent. It's supposed to be strong, I assume. Then there's like this thing where you're not supposed. You know what's like with cigarettes? You just like tip the cigarette so you can remove the ash. Like you're not supposed to do
Yeah.
it with a cigar. You're supposed to roll it gently.
I know. I do that. I do that with joints, bro.
Yeah,
Joints.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, you know.
fucking Pilaf said it. If you want them to be legal, they're legal.
They're supposed to be legal.
I know
I don't
they
get
should be.
why
They
weed
should
isn't
be.
legal.
exactly, and like alcohol is fucking way worse than weed.
It is. I don't know how people don't get that. Like, if you smoke weed like once every month or so, or twice, maybe 3 times a month, it doesn't do anything to you, especially if you're a developed person, like if you're
Yeah,
over the age of 18. Like, it
exactly.
doesn't do anything to you. It doesn't have any backlash. Yeah, okay, it may spray in your lungs a little bit, but that's why you don't do it often. You don't get addicted to the stuff.
Yeah,
You just do it like once in a while, which is fine. I don't get like alcohol, drinking alcohol, even if you do it like in moderation, fucks you up more than weed can fuck you up
yeah.
in moderation.
Like for one, like alcohol fucks up a plethora of organs for one. Then you have like weed, which is like
Yeah.
lungs. Okay, mouth
Yeah,
as
literally
well,
just
kinda.
lungs.
Okay, like
Yeah, but
whatever you smoke, like your mouth can get damaged, but like alcohol is
basically like
far
your
too damaging.
airways.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, especially like alcohol can damage your fucking, what's it called? Like your oh my God, I forgot the word for it. A spleen? Is that what it's called? A spleen?
spleen.
No, it's not a spleen.
The liver.
It is a spleen?
Wait, spleen.
Liver. Oh my fucking God. Yeah, your liver. And your liver is literally the most potent catalyst of your, body's metabolic rate.
Yeah,
Like, everything that happens in your body, like every metabolic process, is happening because your liver is, producing fucking catalyzators, whatever the fuck you call that.
yeah,
Um and those things, they keep you alive. They help digest your food. And if you fuck that shit up, you're fucked.
exactly.
You're fucking fucked.
Exactly, and then you have motherfuckers like me who drink like there's no tomorrow, and then we wonder why weed isn't why weed isn't legal still.
Yeah. Did
Like
you know that they legalized crack in Oregon?
really? No fucking way.
Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna send it to the Discord.
Yo,
It's so
yo,
good. It's so
dude,
good. I'm
I
gonna
swear to
send you
God. Okay,
a post and a video because both are so amazing.
dude, I swear
One
to
second,
fucking
let me
God.
just find the video.
I saw
I
this.
just
There's this old clip of like it's like an anti-mask rally because apparently they do those too in the U.S. And so there's this dumbass lady who's obviously fucking obese because the United States, and she goes,
okay.
"Well, George Floyd, you know that guy? Well, he wait, I just saw the article and I started laughing. Well, George Floyd, um, he said he couldn't breathe, and just like George Floyd, we with their mask, we can't breathe. How fucking retarded? How retarded are you? Dude, this is the fucking global superpower. This is people of
Bro,
the global superpower. What the fuck?
there was a guy on YouTube that put on like 10 surgical masks and one of those like epidemic masks, like the MK95, whatever the fuck it's called, like one of those beak masks that are supposed to completely block out all influences,
Hmm.
like the best mask you can buy. He put like all that shit on, like that's 10, 11 different layers of masks.
Hmm.
And he ran like a marathon worth, and he survived, bro. He
Yeah,
didn't, he didn't have hypoxia. He didn't get hypoxia from doing that. So you wearing a surgical mask is literally gonna do next to fucking nothing. You're just gonna be preventing other people from
yeah,
contracting the
exactly.
Rona from you.
Yeah, you know,
I don't fucking get it.
like the big thing in my country is that like because people really like nightclubs, people really like hearing I don't fucking know as this whoever the fuck all the fucking pop folk musicians.
Yeah,
People really like getting drunk and just fucking losing their shit to music. And that's like the biggest one of the biggest like problems apparently for our nation is like them closing clubs down. And when you think of
yeah.
it, they should be closed down because there's like hundreds of people clumped up in one place
And they're all sweating and
They're
they're all
all fucking
breathing really
sweating,
hard.
yelling, breathing, screaming, drinking, smoking profusely everything.
Yeah,
And like
yeah,
you're somewhat expected to to have good communication between like society and government when it comes to like uh preventing a pandemic from spreading. But for some
yeah.
reason, everybody's really fucking upset that they're closing down like the clubs and whatever. And I just
That's
okay,
that's even reasonable. But people here are they haven't closed down the clubs. Like the clubs are still working full time, and
yo,
nobody's actually doing anything about
praying to Serbia, let's go. Okay,
it.
but I really don't know at this point. Fucking Corona really confuses me. I
It
genuinely
really does. It
I
really does.
genuinely like I feel obliged to, like as we said earlier, because of like relatives and like older people. I really feel obliged to like say I really don't want to make sure like any of my grandparents, for instance, get the Rona, because that motherfucker can actually kill them, because
Yeah,
both have like some other illnesses or some shit.
yeah, and it's not only that. It can pretty much kill a young person as well because there's that one Nobel Prize winner from France that
Yeah.
isolated HIV. He found
Uh-huh.
an HIV strand in the Rona. So
Yo.
it's pretty much an autoimmune disease, and it can target, different types of genomes. And if you have a specific genome that it can target, then yeah, you can die even if you're like 19 or 20 or something. So it's not even safe. It's not safe for anyone. That's why everyone should be cautious.
Exactly.
So I don't know.
And like this is like what really like fascinates me. Like it's like if everybody could say it's artificial, everybody could say it's just like made in a facility or whatever. My mom said it's made by the Chinese. Doesn't matter. It fascinates me.
Aliens.
Yeah, the Chinese aliens. Yeah, it it fascinates me what nature can actually produce. If like, say, okay, just say, let's take the coronavirus as something that's produced by nature. It's literally a kill switch. Like nature can produce a kill
Yeah.
switch, and it's
Yeah.
fascinating
Like,
that like something that creates life can create death at the same time and be like like the most destructive thing that anybody could find.
well, yeah, when you upset the balance, all everything in the world is constantly, um, you know, how do you say that? Like, it's constantly struggling to keep inside a norm that is called
Hmm.
like a balance, like an equilibrium. And
Yeah.
when you disrupt that balance the way humans do, since, humans have a long record of trying to play God, you know, s-
Fucking
obviously
hugs.
something is gonna go wrong for them. Like
Yeah.
nature is always going to prevail unless the sun engulfs it, obviously.
Yeah.
But like nature is going to prevail regardless of what happens to us. So the only things that are actually affected by it are like mankind.
Yeah.
So nature is literally just, struggling to keep balance, and to us it's a catastrophe because it's meddling with our plans, economy, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's you know,
But you know what I was like genuinely thinking is like human like okay, there is a word for shit that's done by humans and it's like anthropomorphic, but at the
yeah.
same time we are part of nature, and shit we do should it be considered part of nature? Like shouldn't it?
Well, it's sort of it's a tricky question. I mean, it's a touchy question, I'd say, because yeah, we were created. If you don't believe in any sort of religion, that we were created in the image of some divine entity,
Yeah.
and if you just think like you're a naturalist or a, existentialist, you can say that we were created by nature, yeah, through evolution and everything.
Hmm.
But the difference is like you don't have any other specimen that's very, very close to ours. Yeah, you have chimpanzees, but chimps don't make machines that can actually destroy everything around it.
Yeah.
I think the difference between us, I mean, everything we do being natural and it not being natural, is that we don't do it in a conscientious way towards our environment. Like you only have a certain amount of things that are called environmentally friendly, but not a lot of those things actually are. I mean, it's a very small, percentage of things that are actually conscious of
Hmm.
the world around us. So I'd say that in that regard, I don't think it is natural because every animal out there that any plant, any life form out there apart from ours does things that are considered natural for it, and they keep up a sort of equilibrium inside their own ecosystem.
Yeah.
But we don't do that. We just keep fetching outside of that, and I think that would be different if we had time before the industrial revolution to actually get our mentality together, because we have, like, right now in the 21st century, our mentality is equivalent to that of a man from the 16th century. So, I think it
Yeah.
has a
Okay.
lot to do with that. In the way we use technology, the way technology was developed was for a man from the 16th century, not for a man of the 21st century. I believe that technology would have been a much more efficient and conscientious design to behold if we were all like really, really smart by now, but we're not. We're only superficially smart,
Yeah.
but we don't actually carry any of those attributes that could be, prescribed to a person that's conscientious and aware of their surroundings, which is in our mentality, obviously. And, the Rona just proved that because, in the 21st century, when we're all, supposed to be smart, you have a lot of fucking dumb people, which is the equivalent of the 16th century man, who you only have like a small portion of people that are smart and everyone else is a fucking idiot. So, I don't know.
I feel like it kind of should be that way, but it shouldn't. Like having dumb people.
Yeah, you're always going to have dumb people, but the difference is when those dumb people are completely unchecked,
Yeah, yeah, okay,
that's when a
I get
problem arises. Yeah, like you have like dumb people, sure, but like the way, like I'm gonna talk about Serbia specifically
you. Yeah,
because I
sure.
can't talk on the behalf of any other nation.
Sure,
But
okay.
in Serbia, people pretend to be in a what's it called, a democratic society, but it's far
Oh,
from that.
dude,
Democracy here
it's
is fucking
same here.
horrible because you only get the worst aspects of democracy.
Yeah.
You don't get any of the benefits, which is, I think, a very crucial part of democracy. You have to have the good parts as well. If you only have the bad parts, then obviously it's not working.
I mean, it's kind
So,
of the same here. If you remember, like, no, not if you remember, like, I think we also spoke when there were like massive protests against Vucic. I think it's Vucic, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
which
I think there so when you had those protests, I was like, yo, that and you explained to me the whole situation. And like
yeah,
that to me really resonates because Bulgaria is literally the same shithole. Like Balkan brothers and sisters and shit. But like right now, like
yeah,
it's still continuing. I think there's been like hundreds of days of protests against our prime minister, and that motherfucker just doesn't give a shit.
of course he doesn't because he's protected.
Yeah, exactly. It's that, and then there's like but the thing that really I'm just all around the place with this because who's actually okay, say we get that motherfucker out of parliament, who's gonna be next in line? Like,
Yeah,
exactly. You need
yeah,
a holistic, like, new reconstruction of the uh government is like a say if it was let's call it an organ, and it's really fucked up. Let's say it's your liver because liver can regenerate.
yeah,
Livers in like with alcohol consumption they could get really fucked, but the liver is one of the few organs that actually can, even if you remove part of it, it can regenerate it.
yeah,
But that doesn't if you already remove like a whole damaged liver, you remove a small damaged bit from it, it regenerates and it soon gets damaged because of the damage that's in there like
yeah.
before it. So um at that point, how I would assume that one would look for a total reconstruction of the organ or a new one. If you like, if you get what I'm saying, I'm basically saying that there, if somebody needs to change a government in the Balkans, for instance, because I believe that most of the Balkan states were corrupt as shit. If you want to
Yeah.
actually change like the way that like you want to reduce the corruption to a minimum, you need to like remove all the people. You somehow need the I don't fucking know. You need the fucking Orwellian future, which is corrupted as well.
Yeah, you, I think that the biggest problem with like, I get protests and everything. Of course you want to remove
Yeah,
a corrupt agent from an important body of institution. But the problem arises when you have that motive, but you don't have a fix for it. Like you don't know who you would put in that stead
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and have them do a better function. Like if you have like this one individual that's really corrupt, but you don't have any other candidates that could fill that spot and do better, then it's already gone to shit because the next person that comes on might as well do the same shit that the person
yeah.
before
So
did. So
and like it's obviously like corruption's obviously gonna persist because it's like it's in human nature to be corrupted for some reason. Like um I don't fucking
I
know.
wouldn't
Like
say that it's
power
in
power
human
corrupts.
nature. Yeah, power does corrupt, but I don't think it's in human nature. I think it's more of a like social engineering type of thing. I think that it started arising the second that
Okay, I'm
um,
listening.
uh, behaviorism and psychology started manipulating the I mean the masses, like
Okay.
behaviorism is a really amazing branch of psychology, learning how to control human behavior as if it can be controlled, and it can. And that's amazing
Yeah.
because you can cure a lot of horrible fucking traumas and horrible, phobias with behaviorism. Like you have people that have, let's say, agoraphobia, which is a really, really messed up type of
Mhm.
phobia.
Yeah.
And a behaviorist can cure that. Like a really good behaviorist can cure a person of their agoraphobia, which is like really fucking amazing through very logical steps that may not make sense to the person that's being cured, but in a wide scale, all of those actions that the person performs eventually culminate in them being uh having had eliminated the aspect of agoraphobia. But like initially, when behaviorism was starting out, like it was, of course, a noble thing to research how to socially engineer humans into behaving a certain way. Like that may sound very, like, I don't know, unethical, but you do have, like, you can't deny that there are societal norms that need to be followed. Like, don't
Yeah.
murder
Yeah.
people, don't
Exactly. Yeah.
steal, stuff like that. And that's a noble cause, learning how to teach individuals, like re-educating individuals into becoming more functional beings, being able to live their life without being confined to a certain space, which is amazing. But then behaviorism started being used for aggressive capitalism, like learning how to socially engineer working masses, like the proletariat, into being completely subservient and submissive, like just not doing, like meek, sort of
Yeah. Yeah.
individuals
I
that don't
get you.
have a mind of their own and can protest. So I think that's when it started. People on the top weren't concerned with the welfare of the people on the bottom, so they just perpetuated this cycle. And in a way, I guess we've had that hierarchy. Yeah, higher. How do you say that, bro? Higher.
Hierarchical. Whatever. Wait.
Uh, that hierarchy.
Yeah.
You've
Okay.
had it in our society for a very long time, like feudalism and everything like that.
Yeah.
But like, I think it was amplified then because people developed strategies in how to subdue the masses into doing their bidding. And I think without that, without aggressive capitalism, it may have not come to this. It may have not, because people struggle for power because it guarantees a leisure lifestyle, lavish and all of that.
Yeah.
But in the end, it doesn't really mean anything because when you die, you're going to be the same dead body as any other subservient human you've had under your rule. So I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily like innately in human nature. I think that we've literally forced it upon ourselves. upon experiencing power, which may not have been the same result for different individuals. Like, I can say definitely for myself that I'm not a greedy person. I would never actually go corrupt or anything because I don't believe that it benefits anyone if I just do something like that.
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
always give my last dime to a person that needs it more than me. So I don't know. I don't think I guess you could say that it's in human nature in the sense that uh, we sort of just built it into our own genetical structure to be greedy, to constantly think about our own survival without the concept of, the good of all.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't think nature ever intended for us to be like this. I think we forced it upon ourselves, which is scary.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, this is really eye opening for me. And you know what's good is like so this whole fucking podcast idea was basically chatting shit and dumb stuff, but which is
hmm
why I'm really happy to have you because you know like I mean I did one with fucking Oteris with fucking Hakim, and so what we talked about
hmm
is that like um what was it? It was I asked him about like 72 virgins in Allah and shit. And so
okay.
then we went to what animals and why they fuck animals, and he started explaining something, and I stopped listening, and I just went, I think you were gonna say your Muslim instincts tell you to fuck animals, and he goes, oh no, in sixth grade they teach us to fuck goat, if not goat, chicken, but not hogs.
Oh
Hogs is
my
too big.
god.
You exactly. So I'm really this is for one this is eye open it's opening some some gates for me because I really haven't thought about this like in that way like the way you explained it. And then there's it's some sense put into a conversation that's going to be uploaded into the internet. And
Yeah.
if this reaches people, I mean it reaches about like 50 to 100 people, which is cool. It's good. So and what my idea with this was, it's like corona and shit, and I really have nothing to do. Let's just create some kind of entertainment for people.
Yeah, that's
Who do you
that's
know
that's a very noble thing to
yeah,
do.
and people like having this specific conversation can be like, for me it's eye opening. I admit it's fucking eye opening for me. And like if it's eye opening for other people, this would be fucking great. But
Yeah, it's an interesting topic. It's definitely something you should think about.
yeah,
So,
it definitely is. But then again, just so I can bring us back to the norm, because one video I really love is Pakistani children being radicalized and yelling "Pakistanis in the bag."
I
So
know that. I know that. That's so good.
I
Oh my god.
know, I know. Even the child that wants to
Wow.
give people
This is an
humps.
important message.
Pakistan is number one. Pakistan is in the bag.
What's
I
that other thing that girl said? She was like,
oh,
"I will sacrifice my life for Pakistan."
Pakistan is in the bag. I fucking love it. But it, this is why I appreciate dark humor, and why I appreciate the fact that I believe that I would say I wield it in a way, because dark
Yeah.
humor is literally fucking messing with my dad. It's the way to look at a topic that's grim in let's call it taboo for some reason. It's something you wouldn't speak about on a daily basis, but like dark humor is literally a way to present it, and like it's somewhat shining light on a problem. With the Pakistani
Yeah.
children, it's fucking radicalization when it comes to fucking children, which I believe is really fucking wrong.
Yeah. It is.
There's this motherfucker in my town, like, if you're a communist in Bulgaria, you can get a fucking red card, which means that you're part of the party. This motherfucker didn't have 18 years of age, and he had a fucking red card. He was part of the fucking Bulgarian Socialist Party, which is technically,
That's
stupid. That
yeah, no, that's stupid.
it's because his parents indoctrinated him into a belief system that really he didn't really have the ability to like create his own like like
Opinion on.
yeah, opinion. Yeah, that's exactly, yeah.
I
And
know. I mean, I'm a socialist, and I'm a strong advocate for socialism. But I don't. I wouldn't want to force it on anyone. It's not working if it's forced. You know. So I don't know.
honestly,
That's.
you know when we talked about fucking political compasses,
Mm?
I genuinely thought I'd get like fucking Nazi or some shit because I meme around, you
Yeah.
know, and that's like the energy people give you if you meme around on the internet. You're a Nazi for some reason, and I just do it, and I
Yeah.
get classical,
Authoritarian.
yeah, and I get classical liberalism, and I'm like, wait,
Classical liberalism.
yeah,
Bro, hold up. Hold up.
hold up.
You're a fucking liberal?
Apparently, I'm liberal, yeah. I mean, I don't know, but hey, I guess
I mean, that's
I can
fine.
see it. Yeah, it is. It is.
I'm fine with liberals as long as they're not one of those people that are like, oh my god, we have to abolish gender. Gender is so detrimental for society. Literally, not the thing you should be focusing on. Like,
Wait, then?
stop focusing on trivial things. Like, people that are
Yeah,
like, boys and girls shouldn't exist. We should all be like genderless entities. Like,
yeah.
first of all, for that process to actually finish and be successful, a lot of fucking time would have to pass.
Excuse
And
me.
that would not be a gentle transition. So why would you focus on that? Stupid.
As a tricycle, I am offended. Okay, but no, no, for real. Like, what my thing is, like, I feel like I'm really against like totalitarianism. I am genuinely fucking against
Of
it,
course.
but at the same time, I really feel like some people need it.
Yeah, well, it's one thing to be against something, but it's another to know that sometimes some things are necessary.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
it was
yeah,
necessary for Turkey when they got I forgot what his first name was, but Ataturk.
yeah,
I don't know how
yeah,
you
yeah,
say that
yeah,
in
yeah,
English. He was really beneficial for Turkey, bro.
yeah.
He was really beneficial, even though he was a tyrant, you know?
But he was beneficial, yeah. I mean, honestly, fucking most of these. I mean, fuck. Let's give Hitler
Tito,
some light. You know,
brate.
Tito Brate, Tito Brate.
Tito.
Dude, I fucking love saying that phrase.
Yeah, he was good for us, you know,
Yeah,
when
fucking
Yugoslavia was a socialist country.
yeah.
We
Hitler
had
was
a
good for Germany
standard.
too.
Yeah, we had a standard. We had a good, like European level standard.
Yeah,
People bought quality goods. You could go on vacation to fucking anywhere and it wouldn't drain your entire bank account. And you were safe. You
yeah.
were safe on the streets all the time. You could play
True.
anywhere.
Yeah,
Nobody would bother you.
yeah. Exactly.
And women got the right to go to school, bro. Like during socialism in Serbia, women got the right to go to uni, which is amazing. Like that was a good thing.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, I believe that it's genuinely. I think it's I mean, socialism is, you know, I'm not advocating it. You know, I genuinely think like I'm far from the spectrum at this point, but I feel like you know, socialism has such a bad light because of McCarthyism and like Cold War and shit, and like basically the U.S.
Yeah, it
because
does because of that.
technically, if we think about it, like you know, oh, what's opposing social, like what's the like a communist, they're far left, what's the far right, the Nazis. Well, no, motherfucker, because Nazis were socialists as well.
Well,
It's
I wouldn't go to
it's
the
like,
extent of calling them socialists. It
I
was
mean,
more like an umbrella term they used.
it's it work like
It was an economic plan for
yeah,
them.
yeah, okay,
But they weren't like socialism. It's not only an economic
yeah,
ideology,
exactly,
you know, it spans through to, morals and stuff. So I wouldn't necessarily call them socialists. They had socialist plans, but I wouldn't call them socialists.
okay, yeah, I see
Because
that,
being a socialist means that you value all life. That's the
yeah, yeah,
primary
yeah,
thing of socialism is that everyone is equal. So I don't know. I
yeah,
don't know.
and then we have
Like
this
I don't
crazy motherfucker,
agree
yeah,
with Yeah, I don't agree with the aspect that people promote about socialism being like everyone is constantly equal. Like you cannot have
Yeah,
people
it's impossible.
like you cannot have a uni educated person assuming that they were complete without any corruption. Like they made it to the spot they were through hard work and research and everything. Like they got to a PhD level. I can't say that that their opinion holds the same weight as the opinion of someone who didn't even finish high school. That's obviously not something you can say.
Yeah.
Because obviously the person that finished, I don't know, has a PhD in fucking social studies or anthropology. You can't say that their opinion matters the same as the opinion of a person that hasn't had that type of education,
Yeah, I mean,
obviously.
I would
So,
advocate for like say everybody having equal opportunity. Like I would see that as,
yeah, yeah,
but
that's what I
then
advocate
like
for.
it's down to the person to actually take the path of the opportunity or like just ignore it.
Yes. Yes, yes, because I'm a hard advocate for meritocracy, like
Yeah,
a society where people get what they deserve. Like actually everyone has the same opportunity at birth. Like you as a peasant, so to speak, have the same opportunity to get educated and get a job as someone from a higher status, assuming that there is a higher status even.
yeah, and
So uh at that point you're equal. You a child of no actual noble birth or whatever, if we're going to talk in those terms, and a child of, I don't know, fucking delicate birth or whatever, like you having the same opportunities to succeed in life. Like what capitalists say that capitalism is but it isn't, like that would be nice. Like people say that capitalism gives opportunities to everyone, but that's
no, it
obviously not
doesn't.
the
Yeah,
thing, because if it's capitalism, it means that the people on the top are always gonna struggle to be on the top, and people at the bottom are always gonna be suppressed to stay on the bottom. So it's not, capitalism doesn't do that. But let's say that capitalists were right and that capitalism promotes the same opportunities for anyone that seeks it. uh I think in that case that would be fine, but that's not capitalism, that's just meritocracy.
yeah.
So that's something that I do indeed applaud and advocate for, because I think that everyone should have the same opportunity, should have a dignifying lifestyle and standard, but that the people that have worked their entire life to get to a place that matters have a bigger say in what is to happen to a society, because they obviously know more. So I don't know.
I mean, I mean, even like just whatever, just and having that and fucking Americans being fucking retards is like the main thing because
Yeah.
because like remember that that one motherfucker who got into like court for say like for teaching his pug to to react to gas the Jews and Zeke Heil.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, that motherfucker, the story is long, whatever. He's like a free speech activist at this point, and I'm like, okay, that's something you should stand for. Like freedom of speech is important in a world where you're getting silenced and shit. But
Yeah.
I have this American like in my high school we used to have like Americans every year, and I was like because I attended these like competitions where you go out with a speech and like yada yada, people judge your speech, whatever. And I was like, the norm, like the things you would want to go there would be you want to be successful with would be like educational system, being oppressed in society, uh I don't fucking know, periods or some shit. And what me and a couple of other people decided to, what's, let's fucking break the mold, let's bring something else, let's make it different because everybody's fucking sick of hearing how our educational system sucks. And
Yeah.
my idea was like, you know, bring freedom of speech to like give it some spotlight and like mention this motherfucker. And because we made like team meetings and I start like reading my speech to this guy and he goes like, dude, you can't really say it, that's offensive. And I'm like, yeah, but he be like put through trial because he made a joke and specified that it's a joke. He goes, well, yeah. And I'm like, no, So eventually we start arguing, and the argument ends off with the guy asking me, "Do you believe in meritocracy?" And I go like, "Yeah." And he goes like, "All right," and leaves.
Bro,
No,
what? What was
yo,
the
guy is
point?
stupid. Yeah, guy is stupid. He's just stupid. Americans are just stupid. And that motherfucker,
No,
at my fucking prom, that motherfucker said he could drink more than a fucking Bulgarian. Was he fucking wrong?
what?
I got that
Bro,
motherfucker hammered.
I don't get it. Like I've spoken with a number of different Americans, and some of them, obviously, like any nation, you have smart and dumb people.
Yeah,
But somehow the concentration of Americans on the internet somehow seems to
they're
be more
dumb.
dumb than smart.
Yeah, they're dumb.
And I've had like this one, talk with this one specific American. I think he's from California or Florida. I think it was California. I'm not sure. And he like, first of all, let me specify, this dude thought that he could burn water, first of all, because the water was smoking, quote unquote. It was smoking.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he thought he burned his water because smoke, quote unquote, started coming out of it.
The guy's a genius.
Never mind. And we
Yeah.
were talking about, like, wages in Serbia and America.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, why are you complaining? You're alive and everything." And he asks me how much my mom makes, like, her salary.
Yeah.
And I tell him how much she makes, and he's like, "What, a day?" And I'm like, "No, bro, a month."
Month. Yeah.
And he was like, "What the fuck? What the fuck? That's so low!" Like, no shit, bro. We're a
Yeah.
borderline third world country. What the fuck
Yeah.
did you expect?
And
Like,
it's
they
that
have
stupid. Yeah.
no sense for other countries. They don't know
Exactly.
what's
Yeah.
going on. Yeah,
Exactly. And
my
and then there's like when you mention fucking money, I'm gonna talk to this, and there's this one last thing I want to talk about after I finish this. It's like Bulgaria is supposed to enter like the eurozone, which basically means that
um
our currency, which is 50% of the euro, we're gonna accept the euro, and we're gonna have like euro money standards, which means
aha.
that we're basically gonna crash the economy.
Yeah, that sounded like it was going there when you said
It
it.
is going there. It's gonna be fucking
Horrible.
it's gonna be horrendous. Okay, okay, fuck this. Okay, um, okay. Last thing I wanted to talk about to you is like, okay, it is still America related, because America is blah 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 yada yada. So it's basically
Yeah.
it's relating around Psy, who is somebody we've introduced with Oteris. If you motherfuckers want to learn more, go to that video. So it's Biden announcing that there's going to be like an internet hate speech or whatever cyberbullying police.
Aha, so like a filter on the internet, I guess.
Yeah, which
Okay.
but it involves institutions such as the police. So
Okay.
I can be put in jail for saying the N word, or
Okay.
I can be
Yeah.
put in jail for bullying somebody to the point they commit suicide. Who
Well, yeah, I
decides
don't
that?
think you should do that either way, like
Yeah,
bullying someone until they commit suicide.
it's ethically immoral.
Yeah.
But who decides the limitations and how far we can go? And
Yes. Yes.
second off,
Yeah.
with the whole Psy thing, after it all ended, me, Oteris, Hakim, and Nodoro, I have no clue what his name is.
Isn't
Um,
Ultheris and aren't Ultheris and Hakim the same person?
yeah, Oteris dash Hakim. We
Okay.
can keep it out. Okay, so we continued fucking researching that motherfucker, and technically,
Okay. Did you find anything?
uh, Otega said that he had this old Xbox account communication thing, but then we found, Sai used to say she has a sister, like, and presented
Yeah.
pictures of the baby or whatever. That baby is the child of a Turkish military man, which
Wow.
means that if we technically communicate all this information we've gathered, um, plus I think that at this point, if I can get hands of their Discord for a set amount of time, I can figure out the IP address, and everything could be reported technically because the whole thing, like, I think predatory behavior is considered a crime on the internet.
It should be because Sai was literally my predator, bro.
Exactly. Yeah,
Like,
that's why I stepped into this because that's wrong. And
yeah, he still sometimes messages me
fuck
when I'm online and WoW, and he is as well. And he's always like messaging these really cryptic messages. Like
still
the
like
last time I got a message from him was like a month ago,
okay.
and it said something like "look behind you" or "watch out behind you" or something like that. And I was like, okay, what the
I
fuck?
feel like that's somebody who's actually demented and they need they need help for sure. They need like a therapist or some shit.
Oh,
Um
definitely. Like I'm a 19-year-old girl from some country that they don't even live remotely close to. Like, why would they keep why would he keep harassing me if I'm not even talking to him? I'm not even paying attention. Like, he messages me and I don't even respond, bro. He most of the time he just messages me and then goes offline like he did something. Like,
yeah,
what
exactly.
the fuck?
You want to I actually stopped playing the game. Like I stopped playing WoW
Yeah, so
cuz
did I. So did I.
yo, but my reason was different. It wasn't like burnout. It wasn't like being, mentally exhausted, physically exhausted from a game. I was genuinely upset because I found out that our, I'm not gonna give the name, our admin, like the guild admin, they invited
Ah,
Sai into the guild again
again.
under a different name, so nobody knew. Nobody knows the story apart from Crane. Um, and basically they don't talk about this shit anymore, which
Bro,
yeah,
what the fuck?
I
I
don't
mean,
know
I
if that
like
is still
her.
like that. What?
I like our admin. Like, let's call her that. I
Yeah,
like her. They're a sweet person.
they are a sweet person, yes, and that's like what I think Sai is, using.
Innocent.
No, Sai, the that guy, like what was it? There was something else we used, not Sai. Fuck, I can't remember. I think it's
Hag.
yeah. They're abusing our the guild admins human decency being
Niceness.
in niceness, yeah,
Yeah.
because
I of
both
course.
overshared, like because she overshared stuff to Sai, I think, and that can be like it's really messed up. And what's even more messed up
It
is that
is.
after having done research with Nodoro and with Uteris, if we report this, technically we're people that can get into trouble
Like
because
us.
ours, no, me and Uteris can get into trouble because that would be considered stalking.
Oh my god. Gathering information on a predator so that you may report him to the authorities is considered
Exactly,
stalking.
exactly, because you don't know whose account is true. You have no clue. Then again, if you communicate like as a person of institution who actually has to make the decision over who is guilty and who is innocent, if you communicate with people who were part of this, you know, you would
Yeah.
get the truth. But at the same time, the act itself is something that is not permitted and is not considered something that is really legal. As dumb as it sounds,
Oh my
even
god.
despite the cause, despite the cause, it's technically a crime.
Wow. Of course, I expected something like that would come up eventually.
Yeah, but so
Oh my.
that's the big problem I have with that.
Of course, like like we have several accounts of this person being extremely abusive
Dude,
on
you
the
have no
internet.
fucking clue how many times Crane has woken me up while I've been asleep because of fucking Instagram should fucking change the vibration thing. Like that motherfucker
Yeah.
vibrates harder than a fucking dildo destroyer. You know, it
Yeah.
it's a fucking what's it called? Fucking those the tools you use to fucking break cement. Like it vibrates harder
Yeah,
than
yeah,
that shit.
yeah.
And
Bulldozers. Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. And so Crane fucking wakes me up in the middle of the fucking night telling me that Sai is on the move and is harassing her. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Of course.
So
Bruh, like, oh my god. Like, I remember that one really awkward period where I was completely guiltless. I was still playing with John,
yeah,
and we were playing on the Horde
yeah,
for a moment because he wanted to be on the Horde and I didn't really care.
all right.
And we were there, and I didn't tell anyone about that character I had on the Horde, and then I get a whisper
Oh yeah, you told me
from
about that.
some,
Yeah,
yeah, level 1 mage or whatever. Actually, not level 1, level 11, probably. And
yeah.
they were like, do you remember me from, like, I'm the fortune teller you spoke to, like, in Borealis or whatever.
Dude, fucking Wanderer, dude. That fucking story.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah. I was like, I obviously I knew it was Sai. Like, who else could it fucking
Yeah,
be?
yeah,
But like, still, like I remember. I think Hakeem might have given him his Discord information because there was like a he told me to contact a prince, and I assumed that would be Ultheris. So
right.
I asked him about it, like, do you know anything about this? And Ultheris's account replied very cryptically to my question, like the way Sai would reply. So I
No,
assume he had
I
access.
got the full story. You want to know it actually? I
Yeah,
genuinely gathered the story from his side as well. So basically, what Oteris did is he didn't like consider this being actually something massive, you know,
yeah.
and he decided it's just like child play, and he decided to like that's his words. He decided to go with it, and
Oh,
the fact that he's actually with me trying to fuck Sai over right now, I will believe him. I believe him for that. So
no, I believe Ulteris. I know he has no reason to actually lie.
yeah,
So,
yeah. So then fucking when uh when remember when I left the fucking guild for the first time and they were like, oh fucking Sai and Arundel fucking jumped the gun on me.
oh my
Like
God, Arendelle, bro. Like, no
yeah,
offense, but he was so fucking annoying.
he is annoying, I know, and that's why I fucking hate to be Bulgarian people like him. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, yeah, I completely understand, bro.
Yeah. So him and he didn't know the shit about Sai, and eventually, I feel like he understood because you know, when we like Rafa, he removed Sai. Eventually,
Ah, yes. What a
ev-
Chad.
what a Chad did. No, he texted me going like, "Yo, if I ban Sai, would you come back? Like people want you back. If I ban Sai, would you come back?" And I go like, "I don't know." He just sends me a screenshot how he's banned Sai, and I'm like, "Yo, get me in, motherfucker." Um, and then there's that, and wait, yeah. So later on, there's this other character that had the same Discord name as the quote unquote Wanderer, because at that point,
Yeah.
like we really didn't have hard proof that that's Sai. We genuinely didn't have hard proof. I just fucking went full crybaby and bitched about Sai, saying that she's lied to me and that's why I'm leaving the guild and shit like that. But everybody knew. Everybody knew that she like he is a predator. Um,
Oh, one moment, one moment.
hmm? Wait, what? Okay, I'll just continue the story. So everybody knew that, and eventually there's this Sai, the person, had this really, he really hated one of my friends, G's, and they really oftentimes would, don't worry about it. They oftentimes would start arguing and jump the gun on everything. So at that point, that fake account, like the other account, which technically was fake, started arguing with Cheese in the same manner. Everybody knew. I kicked that person, and it was fucking wonderful. And for the time being while I'm here alone with you guys, um, you know, uh, these podcast things, they're kind of therapeutic in a way because you get to talk to people, you get to experience other people's opinions, you get to experience a lot of shit, you get to talk a lot of shit, you get to be offensive for shit because there's not that many people watching this cool stuff, and it's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, it is,
Yeah.
definitely.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you. I'm sorry my mom
Yeah,
got back
don't worry
home.
about it. I just finished the story of how like I got banned, like removed, and now they're back. It's like kind of pointless, and that's the reason I decided to quit the thing because I didn't want to be part of a community that like embraces toxicity to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay. So I assume that we can wrap this up. It's been an hour and 45 minutes. This is the longest we've had this. Yeah,
Oh,
and
I'm honored.
I know I am honored that you're actually here with me, and this was a fucking really pleasant experience. I really enjoyed this experience, like talking to you once again. I've
Me
genuinely
too.
missed
It
this.
was
I've
really fun.
genuinely missed this.
It was really fun. It was definitely really fun.
Okay, so to everybody who is still listening to this podcast, thank you for listening. You're beautiful. You're amazing. You have a massive dick and you got massive tits. And
Yeah, bro.
all right. So thank you, everybody. Have stay healthy. Wear your fucking masks. Don't be idiots. Don't be that American bitch who's a beast and thinks that George Floyd died because he wore a mask. Be a nice be a nice person. Think about the people around you. Stay awesome and see you, motherfuckers.